What is going on, you beautiful people? And can you smell that in the air? Yes, it is E3 and it's coming very, very soon, you guys. But one of the main things that always gets shown at E3 every single year is Call of Duty. Since it's coming out every single year, and now they've got 3 developers on it. Whether this new game's going to be successful or not is a different story. And it's going to be one of them things that Call of Duty now, it used to be a really exciting thing for every single year. In my opinion, for me, it did anyway. I used to look forward to Call of Duty every single year, and I'm not going to lie, I skipped days off school, college, and although I haven't actually done it off work, surprisingly, but I think this is because now I've got into work and things like that, is the time that I'm actually starting to get more and more out of Call of Duty. And I just don't know how far Call of Duty can go anymore in terms of they've got 3 developers, different developers now for developing 3 different games, but yeah, the game's doing so well for itself still. To say it's been out for how long now? It's been out for a long time, and we all know that COD 4 was one of the main games that hit off Call of Duty as a whole and the Modern Warfare series as well. But do you guys get excited for this game anymore? Like I said, I used to look forward to Call of Duty all the time. Like, we're just so hyped for everything that were coming out for it, what was going to be new about it, guns, scenery, gameplay, what era it'd be in and things like that. And now Advanced Warfare, I've looked at the trailer and thought, yeah, it looks cool and stuff, but it's nothing too amazing, you know, it's not something I think I'll go crazy about, but at the same time, it's one of them things that people will say how much, like, oh, Call of Duty's not changed and things like that. But to be fair, how much can you do with a game like this, you know? It's never going to change in retrospect. I mean, it's never going to be... It's never going to be that much different, because if for one people did make it that much different, then other people be complaining, going, well, you've changed it, it's not Call of Duty anymore. You know, you're never going to win with these kind of things with people, because that's just the way gamers are, you know. There'll be them bunch of games out there be like, oh, they're just trying to change it up to go Call of Duty, something new, and like do a different pattern kind of thing. And then you'll get the gamers be like, okay, this is cool, you know, it's new, it's innovative, or whatever you want to call it. Like you could kind of say that with Titanfall kind of thing. It's different, you know. It's still same concept of being in an FPS, but it's got new concepts to it and stuff that they've never explored before. Well, don't want to say never explored before, but it's not. Titanfall's not something you've like really seen before. It is a kind of unique thing in its own aspect. And Advanced Warfare, I think that's what it's just trying to do. It's trying to be a bit more unique. I'd personally wished that they'd go back to the World at War kind of series, because after Call of Duty 4, well, World at War, sorry, they've never really gone back to that era, you know. They've always been hanging around back, stuck at the Modern Warfare or Advanced kind of thing. And I'm not saying I don't like a lot of the Modern Warfare series, but I think after Modern Warfare 2, to be honest with you, the game needed it needed to give up with the Modern Warfare series, at least for a couple of years anyway. Or better still, just don't bring out a game every so often, you know. That's some of the best things about some of the games out there. For example, I don't know, your single players like your Elder Scrolls series and stuff, and then even Battlefield 4, they only bring one out every Battlefield as a series only bring one out every 2 years, and it's like, and this is one of my scare. I know this is completely a little bit off topic compared to Call of Duty, but Pokemon, I'm hoping they're not going to do the same with that, because it seems to me that they seem to be kind of, I don't want to say oversaturating games, because they're not bringing them out too much, but compared to before, they used to bring one out like, I think it was like every 2 years, something like that, 2.5 years, and now within the past 2 games and this year as well, they bring you one out near enough every year. And I love Pokemon, but I just don't want it to oversaturate itself and bring them out too quickly. But that's beside the point. And that was a really good grenade. I didn't see that. But I'm getting terrible at Call of Duty now, because I really don't play it that much. You know, I've got better things to do with my time than play this game that I've pretty much played over and over again. The only Call of Duty that I've actually looked at and been looked forward to when I play it, and I hope it comes out over here, is actually Call of Duty Online with the Chinese one. But I'm afraid that's all it is at the moment. It's just for China, and I can understand why they've done it for that. But now, hopefully, with the console ban being lifted over there, and Call of Duty being such a big thing over here as well in the UK and obviously America and rest of Europe, I don't get why they haven't brought it out over here as well for beta testing, or if not at least for the full release, you know. I think many people will appreciate it over here, and I definitely would for one, because I just love the series as a whole, the old ones from Modern Warfare 1, 2, and even some of the Modern Warfare 3 stuff was okay. You know, I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not saying that Call of Duty is getting the old same shit thing every single year and all this that and other. And yeah, to some retrospects, it kind of is, but they are trying to change it up a bit. It is a hard thing to do, you know. It's not one of the easiest things to do in the world, and the developers do get a lot of stick for it, you know, and including off myself. I've had my fair share of rants and raves about the game, but it's not one of the easiest things to always do, make fans happy, especially when it's such a big popular game and then people want it every single year. But then, like I say, you get these people who want it every year, and then they're the people usually that complain about going, it's not changed, it's blah 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 blah. But how many different like eras and past times and stuff can you actually do something like this in? You can't. It's not something like it's a made up world where you can just put up whatever you want, you know. It's a difficult thing to do, but yeah, E3 coming around the corner, and this is going to be one of the main things, as well as hopefully we'll see more from other games like Quantum Break, Mirror's Edge. Didn't see much of Mirror's Edge up to now either, and some of the PS4 releases, such as the I'll be honest with you, I've just completely forgot off the top of my head. The Inkset one set in London, I believe it is. Maybe see more from that as well. Because again, I'm not a person who's going to hate on any console. You know, I like both consoles. I match them both equal as each other. They've both got the benefits and pros and cons. And yeah, Xbox has done a lot of backtracking. I'm not going to take that away, but you know, it's a competitive thing at the end of the day. They're both out there to make money, and yeah, obviously making money is by making consumers giving them what they want in some retrospects, because if they don't, people aren't going to go and buy the product, and they're not going to really appreciate them as a company if they're not going to listen to the consumers and or customers or whatever you want to call them. And I'm glad they've actually brought out the Kinectless Xbox One, even though I bought the Kinect with the Xbox, obviously, with it, because still not out yet. I believe it comes out in June, and I thought they might have actually saved that till E3, but it's not a bad thing, I guess. That'll hopefully attract some more people coming to this console generation, because I think this is one of the biggest splits in console generations we've had in a while. Because from the PS2 to the PS3, and the Xbox One, the original Xbox to the Xbox 360, there was a big jump in terms of online gaming, because it wasn't a big thing online gaming on the Xbox original one and the PS2. And I think because online gaming on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 is still quite a relevant thing, it's still there, you know, and it's going to be there for another couple of years. So I think this is going to take a lot longer, this transition towards the Xbox One and PS4. So guys, tell me what you think about Advanced Warfare and what else you think will be happening at E3. As always, if you like this video, make sure you are liking it, comment in the section, and subscribe for more future YouTube videos. And as always guys, take care and thank you for watching.